was 5 years ago. Well, technically, 4 years, and that our court ordered in August and consummated the marriage in August. So we recognize our August date as our wedding anniversary, even though we had the party in October. Welcome. This is 5 years after, and we just decided to share what our marriage has been the last 5 years. We're just going to ask questions and then both of us will answer. And if you have any more questions, put it in the comment section and we'll answer. Introduce yourself. This is actually your first time on my channel. Can you introduce yourself? This is your first time on our channel, so let us know some things about you.
Hi guys, in my son's favorite language.
Yeah.
I don't think it's my first time. It's just I'm always glancing in around the videos, but nothing really official. But my name is Damiola and I'm the husband. Yes, Shoki. That's very brief.
Yeah, let's start. The first question I have is, what has the last 5 years been like? I'll let you go first.
Wow, 5 years. It seems like yesterday because I think when we were watching wedding video, everything just was fresh. You could see everything, but definitely different people from 5 years ago. It's been amazing. It's been wonderful. It's been very eventful. And I think that's one of the things that I love about what we have. There's no dull moment with myself and Aisha. There's no, because we're like spark plugs. So we're almost, how they say, opposite sides attract as everything. So
Okay.
it has given us a bit of spice in our marriage. But 5 years has been wonderful. I think one of the things I've loved so much is that we've tried to put God first in that 5 years. So, I mean, down to certain decisions that we had to take that somebody was not sure whether or not we've heard from God clearly. And we don't want to go ahead without hearing from God and all of that. But yeah, it has been wonderful. We thank God for ours.
Praise the Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say the same. The last 5 years have been great. But more importantly, grateful for growth. I'm grateful for how we've come so far. And the last 5 years, we've grown. My friend was telling me recently that something I was telling her when I was getting married was that one would chase 1,000, two would chase 10,000. It's like, that's my own ground for marriage. Like, one of my grounds for marriage, like, it's easier to build things. And I say I'm grateful to God for helping us. We've had highs, we've also had lows, but the highs have been greater and we cannot but thank God enough. So, next question. How did we meet? Okay, so we met through a mutual friend, me, Mr. Shodipe. She's my namesake, Dami's cousin's wife, then girlfriend.
Hi, Tori.
We're both helping out. So Toyin had an event. She needed me to help her bring the drinks. And then I think Moyo's car at the time was bad. So Dami needed to help bring the food with his car. So I came with the drinks and Dami came with the food. And after the event, he was going to drop Moyo back at home, and Moyo used to live close to my house. So she just asked, so Dami, can you please help me drop my friend before you drop Moyo? And we got talking in the car. I was making plantain chips at the time. And I don't remember what we started talking about, but we started talking about NAFDAC anyway. And he now said, oh, he had people in NAFDAC. I was like, let me collect his number so that somebody can help my life in NAFDAC. And that's how, like, I often think about it, like, if I didn't ask for his number that day, will we get here? Because he did not ask me for my number. I was one, and I asked him only for NAFDAC. We now graduated from NAFDAC to talking about other things. He will say, cannot sleep without hearing my voice. I say, All of a sudden, he said he wanted to come and see me in school. I was still in school that time, by the way. He was already working. He said, let's come and see me. He traveled all the way down and like that.
That's pretty much a very good summary. We were not necessarily supposed to be there at that point.
Q1, to look for your spouse, go and help people. Well, I didn't know I miss my husband, so
I do not.
Sometimes, go the extra mile.
What was your first impression of me? That's interesting.
Okay, I'll let you go first.
I think less than 30 seconds into when I turned to know her, it was our mutual friend Tony saying, she's fire warrior, prayer warrior, and everything. So I don't know why I expected one kind of deeper life moment to come out. When it was it's she was fire anointing all over her body. And she came out, she looked very simple, she was pretty, I think it was in jeans, and she was in jeans, and it was just in jeans and a top, and I was like, oh, okay. And then introduced that, said, hi, it's my friend Aisha, can you take her home? I don't think I'll ever forget that introduction. I was like, hi, and we said hello, and I mean, you have to. My wife is extremely, my wife is beautifully made. Let's just say it like that. So of course, as a young man, you take, this is a young lady, a very beautiful young lady. See her face. I like the fact that what her friend said about her was the fact that she was very close to God, and she was firebrand, according to what they said. So my first impression was just basically very intelligent, very eloquent. She could speak very well. I love that. I think in the drive through the car, I had very good conversation. And that was one of the things I wanted in a wife. I told God.
I don't know why English trips her.
Yeah, so it's just...
Sometimes when he watches my videos now, you tell me, Asha, you speak better. Why don't you speak the way you speak normally? Why are you always so playful on your channel? I'm like, I'm not at an interview now.
Because I know she can pass with the CEO any day because she can speak like that. So when she goes and excuse me, you can do that. Anyway, you. What was your first impression? I
won't lie. Like my first impression, I just needed somebody to help with my business. And I somebody.
Like,
if we're talking about that day, my first impression was just nice guy that knows somebody enough that can help my life. I promise I didn't have any other that day. But then subsequently, like when we now really started talking, I was like, oh, this guy sounds sound. Like he's sound.
I don't think either of us had romance.
Yes, from the first time.
First time, you know.
Yes. When I saw him, like his face. Again, let me know, like I was not looking for a relationship that time. So but I knew he was a fine boy. But to be very honest, I had nothing in mind. So
I think that was the beauty of everything. So we didn't come in meeting somewhere driven by passion or love at first sight, and then but
it grew.
After it grew. So planted it and it grew. Next question: describe your wedding day.
Our wedding day was beautiful. Like I said, you guys are going to see the videos. I went into that wedding day already saying nothing will spoil my joy, like nothing. So I prepared for it. It was COVID time. We were supposed to do our introduction in March. That was when COVID actually happened, so we had to move it. But I had gotten my wedding dresses that time. My dress tore because I had added weights, like the strap pulled off. It didn't stop me from dancing at any point. Like I just, my bridesmaids kept up, just tucked it in, and I continued dance. Like I didn't even change face or nothing different. In fact, one part of the hall caught fire at some point.
At the end,
I maintained my joy. I was dancing. Like no. Yeah. So I think for me it was fantastic. It was beautiful.
I remember I was sitting so many gatherings with our parents. My mom is late, but I mean we had dads and Aisha's parents there, talking, trying to negotiate, see how we could do it. Even getting to church at some point was complicated. Again, it was just coming out of COVID. So October was when they were just starting to let go of the restrictions, ease things as well. But it was good. I remember it being very nice. We had a traditional, and then we did on a Thursday and on Saturday church, and then the reception. Very beautiful, very colorful. That's good. Yeah. What are your pet peeves about your spouse? For definition, because I didn't know what pet peeves was. Things you don't really like. I'm someone who actually need a lot of pushing to do a lot of things, but you have to push me the right way. My wife is not generally the kind of person that succumbs to let me do the right way. She's learning now. It has caused a lot of frictions. Those are the things I maybe didn't like initially. She had good thoughts, good and intentions. Had this excellent spirit. She could never be pleased. Not easily pleased. I mean, you wash plate and maybe the water and the sink is not clean totally. You hear it. You hear it from my wife. She could pick on some things, and now I'm more grateful for those things now. I mean, we're still getting used to it, but...
Okay, so it's not what I was doing, it's the way I was doing it.
Yeah, it was the way you were doing it, not necessarily what you were doing. I could always see that it was from a place of good intentions.
I what is to tell me to say that. I would say, babe, thank you so much for washing the plates. I really appreciate you. But did you see that you didn't clean the sink? There's still water around it. That's what he wanted me to do. But what I used to do, once I just see... Which, thinking about this now, is actually a better way to behave. I won't even acknowledge the fact that he washed plates or anything.
Nope.
I'll just go there and say, why is there water everywhere? But in his defense again, when I do the dishes, he actually tells me thank you. It
was a pet peeve, but it's pretty much, like I said, we're growing and I'm much better for it.
But I appreciate it. I appreciate you I've really learned how to talk, I think. Yeah. My pet peeve is funny because it's something I really loved about him. But it now became a pet peeve. Sometimes it's that thing that brings you together that can still scatter you. My husband is very calm, very gentle. But there are times that I need him to
Daleru. For Yoruba speakers, for non-Yoruba speakers, to scatter ground.
Scatter ground. But my husband will still be gentle. I will never forget this incident. I think that's one of that was something that caused like a really, really big fight for us, like in our first year. Like I was like, no, if you can't stand up for me, I'm thick and done. Our car, we could only park horizontally, so one car has to move if another car can move. This guy had 3 cars. He had 2 parked outside. We had 2 cars, so we took one to church and one was inside. On numerous occasions, he would block me. And then I'll call him and say, sorry, he has gone to church or gone out, and then I'll take an Uber. On this day, he had 2 cars parked outside and one inside. How are we supposed to know that it was the one inside he wanted to take out? Anyway, we went to church. He had sent me a nasty message in church and so many things, saying that I should be asking him which car he wants to take out before I go out and stuff like that. I was already boiling. Like, we had to, my gentle husband made us leave church to go and move our car for this man. He has never done the same. Anyway, long story short, I got home, saying I'm going to give this man a piece of my mind. My husband was saying, calm down, you don't need to. That I should not worry, he will handle it. So I got home, I was like, yeah, my husband will handle it. Only for my husband to be apologizing to me, we're so sorry, something will get. I say, no, I can't take this. So I defended myself. He wasn't really happy about that. For me, that's gentleness and calmness. I love it. But in the beginning, I used to wish that he was, but I think I appreciate it. 2 of us cannot be blah. No. There's no such. I don't even need it. I don't need him. I mean, his calmness has really, really helped me in a lot of, like, so many times when he says, don't worry, let's not do anything about it, and I actually pause. I'm actually always grateful that I not do anything about it. But he used to really annoy me before.
So many sides to that story. It's not the time and the place. Probably also knows that I can be very...
He has it in him.
I have it, but...
I want it out more often than not, but it's not good, so I'm grateful.
Those are the things that have made us stronger too as well. I wasn't happy, like she said, because it was me directly telling her, as my wife, don't react. Just let it go. If you block somebody's car, my thought is that no matter what happens to pass, in that moment, you are not the person in the right. You've blocked somebody's car. So why don't you just take it away? What was the one thing you wish you knew about your partner before getting married? Initially, when we got married, she said that, okay, well, I want to have peace of mind. I want to be with my husband and be alone and all. But what she didn't tell me is that I want to be alone, I want to have peace of mind, involves her and her closest friends. So you marry my wife, you marry her closest friend. All of you, I can see you watching this channel. You marry her, you marry all of them. And then I am a very private person.
Yeah.
So there's one of them one of Aisha's closest friends who understands that, who actually takes the time to actually send me a text after every time they've gathered around and just say, thank you so much for at least being... I am a very private person.
He loves the space.
I can be inside, so, I enjoy going out, but sometimes I enjoy... So I've had to embrace, all of... And my wife has a lot of friends, very close friends too.
What did I not expect? I think I knew many sides to Dami before we got married. First of all, let me just put it out there. First of all, my husband was moving from a 250k a year rent to 1.5 million. Because I told him that if you are not living in this area, I'm not marrying you. So, like, maybe you should have told him that you don't know you're marrying an expensive babe.
I think that's another thing.
I was very simple.
Standards. That my standards changed overnight. If you saw where I was living before, I remember bringing people that used to live with me in the apartment building I was living with. I brought them over to the place where we got married. And they were looking at everybody like this.
Yeah.
So my standards changed overnight.
I saw the potentials that he had, but I knew that he needed me to bring it out. So
what has been the toughest moment in the last 5 years? Which is not toughest moment in terms of the marriage, toughest moment in terms of what we saw, what we experienced. And that was when we left Nigeria. It was difficult to settle down.
Starting over,
it was pretty much carry over, put all of our life, like my wife used to say, into 5 luggages or and start life somewhere else. I was also schooling at that point. So it was really, really difficult. We didn't get accommodation. We had to squat a lot of Airbnb funny experiences. And
shout out to Kofo.
Somebody who could not have survived those couple of months without that as well. Thank you so much. So God always kept someone there for us, but it was tough. So that when God started resolving things for us, it was such a huge relief to us as well. Same?
Yeah, I think same.
It was
and then moving again after like 11 months.
After like 11 months
to Canada.
Moved again, and
it took a toll on us financially, emotionally, physically, and then I was pregnant. I think those were the toughest moments.
Those were very difficult periods too as well. And then We then had baby. I had to move again away. I think that was also very tough for me. I didn't see
he
my
left
son.
2 weeks after
Yeah.
I had Barry.
For the first 2 months that he was born, I was just there first week or second week. After that, I left. That hurt me a lot. So I was reduced to videos with my son. I'll be doing calls and videos with my son.
Time difference.
Time difference was also a problem, like 7 hours, 8 hours time difference. But
It's a really tough moment, sir.
we thank God.
Now I cannot do 1 week without this guy.
Now we can't.
I can't. But we thank God. We thank God. I think we've also like really navigated difficult financial times.
Oh,
Like
we've taken on project like she's expensive. Somebody when me I can she's very. We've taken on huge projects that maybe and that's why like I say I'm also grateful for person that Aisha is. We don't cower down when it comes to certain goals.
because we serve a living God.
Yes, we serve a living God. But I mean, ordinarily, maybe me when I look at certain things, I'm probably not. But God has sent those helpers. We've had God's intervention, and you can see it, which is probably because we actually think of doing it to us.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like we always say, it's like once we think about it and agree,
yes.
like once we say we want this together, it kind of works. It always
comes
God
around.
up
We
like
pray about it.
yes. Once we
God
say
feels
let's
it.
do this thing,
God does it for
it
us.
will come with his glass boo. So he
Yes.
go cry some days, or will drink garri some days. Some days I will say, what am I doing? Why did I do this? Why did this? What? We thank God. Okay.
Speaking about that, at what stage did you start feeling comfortable to share finances?
From day one, for me,
For her, yes.
from day one, I was hell bent on being open with our finances. I didn't want a situation where I'll be second guessing what you were doing with your money. From day one, anyway, I was like, my money is your money is my money, our money. But I used to joke with him that his money is my money is my money.
For me, it wasn't from day one. I think one thing about Aisha's genuinely open. Aisha's not.
Actually,
She's a book. She's very honest with who. In fact, she's very, very open as well. Me,
my problems in life.
me, I'm from a place where I've had to manage myself and do a lot of things. So even when we're settling down, all of that, I try to always present things like, okay, I can handle this, we can manage this. And inside I might be dying, I'm always screaming, this is not working, this is not how it's supposed to be. But I try to be calm about it and everything. And it got to points where, like I said, started doubting what's this guy doing? Because I wasn't talking to her enough about it. And then I think it was one day
I think we're doing what's that thing used to call it, seeing people do in the office. Review,
NPR, yeah, it was like
NPR.
an NPR.
We used
monthly
to,
performance
he made us start doing monthly performance
back
review.
people would know about that. And then I just had to.
And then I was
show her,
like, yeah, we
this is
have
what's going on.
to talk about this.
Yeah, there's a lot happening. It's taking a toll on income, not just income now, income that's coming over a couple of period, and I'm sure the earning funds too as well. So this is how it is. I had to be open.
Sorry, baby, which still goes back to me saying, like, in the beginning days, I didn't know what he was going through. Me, I was just thinking everything was happy. We're happy. We should be chasing each other up and down naked. Meanwhile, this man was busy thinking about different things, but because we were not talking about it, so I had to press his neck, literally. I had to squeeze his neck. And what happened after you now told me? Did I mismanage your funds?
No. Things started getting better, to be honest. So it's maybe she now knows.
I started selling him 5K for fuel.
She started knowing that it's not La Vida Loca anymore. She started life wasn't La Vida Loca anymore.
Yeah, actually
we had
had
to. We had to start, But again, I felt so much better. Our marriage was much better when she knew about.
Yes.
You could be
I
transparent.
reduced my expectations. I
Yeah.
slowed down a lot on my lifestyle. I wasn't buying clothes every time again. I wasn't going out anyhow again.
No problem.
I started saying, I know there's food at home.
We started eating in more.
We started eating in more.
Yes.
When we just got married, I tell him every Sunday, I don't want to cook. After church, we have to go out and eat.
Yes, sir.
We have to, there are so many things I was telling you. I didn't know that the guy was looking like, how am I gonna do this life? But as he told me, I gave myself brain. Like, in my opinion, there's beauty and power in coming together and doing things together, which is still the basis for one which is 8,000, two which is 10,000. If you guys do it together, there's always greatness that will come up.
What's life like before a child and after a child?
My advice: go and have a child. You know.
Yes.
See, that's the reason why we're doing this video fast, only because he's sleeping. If we were at the time we didn't have a child, we're not rushing for anything.
To be honest, we could have had it. To be honest, the moment he wakes up, this video will be ends.
It ends. The end. I would say before we had a child, I was way closer to my husband. Like, we were genuinely friends. Like, I used to I stress this guy. I'm going to maybe add some clips. That's not the next post.
It's not a picture.
It's two posts.
Stop coming.
Still pose. Pose. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just at the poses. Pose more.
Please calm down.
Like some days when he gets back from work, no matter how tired he is, I will jump on him, I will stress him, I will prank him. So many things. Like we had time for each other.
Okay.
But like after a child, now we've grown into we've adjusted.
Sure.
We've grown into adding him to our rhythm. But it took a while before we got back to like both of us being like friends and stuff. So sorry.
I was just going to say the time where we are, the location of where we are to probably do not help. So if you were somewhere else,
Actually,
you could get a bit of help. You'd have aunties, have
Go and drop him with
cousins,
his
want
grandma.
to come and
or his
stay,
grandpa.
stay with your grandma, stay with your grandpa, that kind of thing, or find time or not. But here, 24/7, you're constantly responsible for X and X. Everybody's looking for how to pay bills, and so it's a different kind of mentality. But yes, life before there was a bit more time. Honeymoon was on full swing.
Yeah.
But with children, there's a different level of adulthood that comes in. And we're both very young.
I'm still young. I'm just a girl.
We're both very young too. So I remember when we were going to get married, she was about to say, hey, I'm about to be responsible for somebody. That was me, not even a child. So I'm about to be, so I've been wondering whether you have eaten. Can you imagine?
I actually even first told him, see, for a while first, don't even stress me. Like, I'm not interested in your well-being first. Because I'm just leaving my father's house where I was responsible for everybody. But in this new marriage, I'm not responsible for anybody. You are our daddy and our mommy.
So that was, but it's interesting. We're thankful that God has helped us to maneuver it too as well.
I think that's where we are now.
And I'll just say, these people that keep saying, why have a child, they don't tell you the story.
They don't.
They don't. And it's couples who have children that can really, like I said, you need to have your own children to experience it. It is not the same. When push comes to shove, it will be you and your partner.
And the child.
Facing it all.
Like, nobody's going to stay up at night all night with you.
Yes.
So many things.
Yeah.
And I'm not God. I can only give my advice. My advice, if you're newly married, just give yourself like 2 years. Like, spend time with your partner. There were so many times that he will upset me too, that I would just know that it's the stress of this new child, the new stress, the new normal, the change. The therapist was like, stress and change comes with a lot of stress. So having a new baby, moving to a new country, so many things will test your marriage. So in my opinion, like, spend time with your partner. Even if you have been dating, I don't know, for 7 years, I don't know, I'm sorry. But if you have been dating for so long, it might be different. But I don't know, in my opinion, like, even if it's 1 year, just give yourself, you and your partner, time to be friends, like genuinely create a bond. Because once a child comes, all the attention shifts on that child. And like, I remember him being jealous in the beginning. He used to tell me that I was kissing the baby too much. I was not kissing him. This was 2 months after he had gone and he had come back.
Genuine concern. That was just genuine.
It's not genuine concern.
She was literally kissing the baby mother. Like, there was so much love.
Yeah, like all my attention, everything diverted to my son. Like, I really neglected him for a while.
I'm like the cleaner, wash my bottle baby in the house, and pay the rent kind of guy. I'm like,
I really neglected
and all
him.
of that. So
I think he was able to hold on to some of the memories that we had before the baby.
Yes.
But again, it gets better. Let's balance it. It gets better. Now, even though Barry, like, even if he's screaming and crying, if I kiss my husband, I kiss my husband. Sometimes I kiss my husband, he'll be pushing my head away. I say, no, it's not so my husband, it's your daddy who is my husband. But yeah, you get a rhythm.
What kind of sacrifices and compromises have you had to make? So we'll start winding down very soon. But what kind of sacrifices?
Let my husband talk, because to be very honest, this guy it's both ways.
Yeah.
But my husband has been the sacrificial lamb
Jesus
of this home. He has been the sacrifice of this home.
Well,
let me give you your flowers.
Give my flowers.
Let me give you your flowers, because tomorrow night you come and tell me I don't give you your flowers.
Thank you very much.
My husband has given both sweat and blood, and I'm being serious. Risked his life on many occasions just to make sure that we're okay. For example, UK, we had not even had a child that time. Care work was the easiest thing to kind of do. You guys, I did it for only 1 week. I wasn't schooling, no. I was independent, so I was able to work. I did it for only 1 week. I just came and said, I'm sorry, sir, I can't anymore. My husband that was schooling, he did it for as long as he needed it to be done. I remember one day that you worked on Friday, like you went from office on Friday, he went to shift, and he left there from Monday morning back to the office.
It was a very good deal from Friday night, Saturday, Sunday, and then I would stay overnight on Sunday.
And
And then I
then
had to
go back to work like
So
he's 9 to 5.
I did the entire
on
thing
Monday.
to
Thank
you
you.
do as
Thank
you
you.
have family again. Aisha's also
I'm
Aisha
giving him all my
sacrifices-
money in this life.
Yes, Aisha sacrifices so much. Aisha gives herself. We enjoy having people around us. We enjoy hosting people around us. I can confidently say that while I'm talking to people most of the time, sitting down, hosting people, my wife is up and down. She's very hands-on. I just one of the things I like about her. I don't know what she says is food I like the most about her, but
It's food. You marry me because of
She's-
food. That's what I say. When
my
I talk
wife
to people,
is-
I'm
my wife
always
is a
saying,
very hands-on person.
Yeah.
She actually says she's very good with her hands, so she's very hands-on. I met her at the point in her life when, in her very early 20s, I think she just very early 20s, she was up 4 a.m., 5 a.m. going to Idioro. If you've ever been to Idioro in Lagos, you understand what I'm saying? Idioro is one of the toughest places to be in Lagos. She would boldly go there and buy plantains with her brother just so that she can have plantains ready to take. And she was the producer, she was the sourcing manager, she was the recruiter, and she
Everything.
was now the manufacturer, distributor, marketing manager, accountant. I think even when we met on the very first day, those were some of the things that I just liked about her on that drive home. Aisha is very hands-on. If we need anything done, even when I'm not very keen on it and everything, she's okay, let's do this. Not that I'm not self-motivated a bit.
No, he's
I
not.
might just
he's not.
be I might just be a bit I have
He's a risk. He
I
calculates
calculate
before
a
it
lot.
takes
I try
takes
to-
risks.
Yes.
Me, I just wake up and take the risk. I think that's the difference.
And God has given us to balance each other.
Yeah.
What is the one thing that your spouse does that makes you glad you married him and her?
I want to go first.
Go first.
My husband, as I say that I push him to do things, he's a pusher. He's just quiet about his pushing. This guy pushes me to be amazing, like to be a better. He's still saying till tomorrow, please let me beg him that I have to have an MBA because he has to. I just want to chop your money. I just want to be a wife. I don't need it, dear. I don't need it. Like one of the things that actually made me get married to Danny was he used to say it a lot that he can't wait for the day when I'll just hold the mic and be up in the stage and he'll just be at the back in the crowd just cheering me on. Like he says it a lot. He says, like he tells me consistently how he sees me great, doing great things, being up there, being out there. And unconsciously, it kind of makes me always want to like live up to that expectation. I don't know how to explain it, but him saying it consistently continues to put that picture in my mind. And I'm just grateful for him because again, I used to deal with a lot of self-doubt. And then I hear his voice louder in my head when he's telling me, you're going to make it, you're going to be great there. Like I can't wait for you to be out there and up there. So those things make me glad that I married him. That's coming from Aisha as a human being. Now let me talk about Aisha as a married woman. Let me actually
Go.
I have to talk about it.
Okay, go.
My friends were still making fun of me yesterday, actually, because they were here. They came yesterday. They were still making fun of me that I was I had a strong heart. And they just called me agarachalism. Like I was very small thing. This guy now told me to flower. He brought out this. I didn't even know that I could be soft in life.
It's not like the Agara challenge has gone though. But it is so subdued now. We thank God as well. She has given way to a lot more. So her more
to my softer side, to my feminine side.
I mean, it's good to have the balance of both.
Yes.
But
like where I'm going to is like I was very independent. I think that's what I'm trying to say. I was independent from a young age. From age 12, I started doing businesses to make money. Like I learned makeup. I went to catering school. I used to do bidding. Like I was doing so many things to just make sure that I wasn't dependent on anybody.
Yeah.
I was very focused. But like this guy just came and said, "I hold it. Like calm down. I will take care of you. Like I will take care of you," and he has been taking care of me. I won't even forget when, like I said, when we just got married, I was actually serious that I wasn't ready to be responsible for like taking care of a human being. I was like, oh, God, I'm still a child, and this guy took it head on. Like I won't forget the days he used to work at GT Bank. We used to live in Ogudu. He used to go to Ikoyi every day, and me, I was working from home. I mean, I could plan my days. I'll be sleeping. He'll be up 4 a.m., put rice on fire while he's taking a shower, pack his lunch box, put my breakfast down as well, so that when I wake up, I already have something to eat. Some days I will not do the dishes. He'll still come back home and help me with the dishes. I've learned to be able to depend on him. He has loved me into really, really loving him and being able to depend on him. That's as a wife. Now as a mother,
what is love? Who doesn't have output from there?
What?
Continue. Yeah, continue.
What do you
That's
ask?
3 different angles.
Yes, so as parents, if you see anything about my child, people ask me, how's your child so eloquent at this age? How's your child doing this? How are you able to do this, do that? This is the person, no? Like, he makes parenting easy. If you guys know, I said it before that I was so scared to have kids. I was so scared for so many things, because again, it's a lot of work. Like, people don't really talk about how much work goes into raising a child. It's a lot. Like, I used to think, I'm like, how can I do it? Like when I found out I was pregnant, I was like, God, you think at that time okay enough to raise somebody? But I should have known that God knew that my partner was capable. That's why he said you guys can do it. Like, he reads to our child every night. Anytime I need to do anything, I'm so quick to say, go and meet your father. Like, I'm so grateful for him on so many levels. My husband, like, I'm so happy I married him. There's so many things that you do that, again, my husband is kind. I can never deviate from his kindness.
Okay. So that we can say something, because
Okay,
you said it. That's one thing that Aisha does. So it's very possible that, like she was saying, you make a lot of sacrifices, and the partner doesn't really. She's welcoming, she appreciates you, she goes, and as she says, thank you, and all of that. But some of the very first things I ever had in life, some of the very passionate things I've always wanted, it's come through her. I enjoy playing games, for instance.
But because sacrifices for me, he won't buy anything for himself.
There's a lot of responsibilities to do. How do you want to pull out, I don't know, some money and then go and buy again? But she will find a way, and she'll present me at my birthday gift. She'll give me PlayStation, or she give I love playing football as well. My first ever boot, she went to a sports shop. Not that I didn't know a sports shop, but I just didn't see myself going.
You rather give me the money.
I just didn't see myself.
To do things that I want.
So she would take it upon herself to actually buy my first set of AirPods. But do you know, she put my nickname on it. So those things touched me a lot, and then it spurs me to always want to do more. And also, thank you so much. I cannot say that enough. You go out of your way. I don't know how you do those things, because number one, I don't know where the money is even coming from, because I'm in my mind where we've done all the mathematics together. I'm like, when did you get that? But she finds a way to do it, and really goes the extra mile to make sure that whatever it is that she senses that I really want, and I try not to want too many things, but she tries so much. So thank you so much as well. That's one of the reasons I'm really, really grateful that we got married as well. And Aisha is an amazing partner. If Aisha on your team any day, you're one level up. It's like 2 in 1, 3 people in 1, and then to now get married to her, to have her with you day and night. And in 5 years, I was born in a breeze. I told them now, these 5 years, just imagine what 10 years will look like. Just imagine. Can you imagine what 10 years will look like? You can.
Yes, I'll be dancing on a yacht in Santorini.
You don't know. We'll be on the yacht, Santorini, dancing. We have this video as evidence now as well. So, we're grateful to God. I think
God is really our bedrock.
God is our bedrock. God has been. It's not been all easy. We've had some rough moments. We've lost a parent in between all of this. We've shook Aisha at some point a lot. We've had to support each other, pick each other up as well. So it's not been all rosy and all of that, but I think making God the center of it has really, really helped. And we recognizing that, both of us. So I think it's also important that you marry someone who you are both
of the same faith and beliefs.
Exactly, and understanding.
Final question.
How does it feel
to be the husband of an extrovert as an introvert?
Wife of an introvert? It is scary. Because, number one, you don't know what to expect. Let me tell you, extroverts, you never know what to expect with them. Like, you don't know where they can, because they're extroverts.
Very spontaneous.
They are very on their feet. They think on their feet. So you don't know what to. Why you can be calm and want to calculate and say things and all of that. And it has advantages, but like they can be very scary. But I've enjoyed it as well, because it takes a lot of risk that I will probably not take. generally. Some of the challenging things we've done in this life, it was because let's do that. Okay, and we go as well. So it's been very, very fulfilling. I would say most of those things we've had to do with this YouTube channel. Would I generally come online and talk about my marriage? Not really. I did not. But my wife, why not? We'll do it now. And God will protect us. Let's do it like that.
Amen. The biggest thing for me in the beginning was getting him to do some things with me. In the beginning, now it's just as crazy as I am, but inside the house. Is it?
Yeah, Mama. Somebody has called us now.
Okay. Yeah, that's Barry.
Barry. Continue. I'll just speak.
Yeah, being married to an introvert is nice. Like I said in the beginning or at some point, he's a calm to my storm. Or is a calm in my storm, or what's the English? Like there are times when I want to do some things, but he'll be like, wait. So it's not all bad. Again, I'm grateful that he allows me share as much as I do, because again, I have to run things by him. I have to be sure that he's okay with it. I'm glad that he sees reasons with me. In the beginning, I used to have to explain everything, have to break it down, have to kind of like take permission. But then again, I understood that these things that I share is forever. So of course, it has to, and it involves both of us now. So of course, it has to be fine with it before I put it out there.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the star of the show,
Mine.
hello. Hi guys. I love you. Blow kiss. Mwah. Good.
I'm gonna say bye.
Say bye. Yep.
Say watch my mommy's video. Say like. Say share. Say subscribe. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much. We hope you enjoyed catching up on our 5-year journey. Thank you again for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Right.
Yes, please like, share, subscribe.
All right.
And I look forward to dragging him more into my videos.
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there.
We'll get there.
Grace. All right.
Okay.
Happy 5
Bye,
years.
guys.
Bye. See
Happy
you.
5 years.
5 years. Kissing? This one's for kissing.
Always coming in between.
Mama kiss.
Mama
One kiss. You can kiss my baby. I kiss my husband.
Okay.
Mama, dad.
Daddy. It's your daddy.
Kiss daddy.
And kiss your daddy.
He's kissing daddy.
Yeah. You want your kiss too?
Yeah.
Yeah. I love you.
Bye.